Welcome once again to Octane Mobile Gaming, or if it's your first time here, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and please leave a comment. Your comment is very important to the content of the channel. So the event is now concluded, and I'm just gonna give my feedback on the deck and the event overall. So the deck was a good deck. It wasn't a brilliant deck, but it was a very good deck. It wasn't a standalone deck, but 3.0 aims to eliminate having a deck that is standalone, doesn't really need the addition of generation 1 or generation 2 cards. And this deck was no different. This deck was quite diverse in which it could be used with many different cards. The cards within the deck were relatively good. When I say relatively good, the Master Collection card, the Event card, and the Ultra and the Ultimate form was quite brilliant. They were quite brilliant in the damage that they deal after the initial damage. I just call it the afterburn. So basically, when you deal your initial damage after operating your battle skills, on the next turn, the beginning of the next turn, they actually store that damage and deal it back, which they deal, I think it's 5 times the initial damage, which is absolutely massive. It's a massive amount of damage. So the deck that I was running used the Master Collection card, it used the Event card, and the Ultimate form. And when they deal their initial damage, they can deal up to, I think it was 3 trillion damage. And when they deal back that damage, it was a total of 6 trillion damage they dealt back, or I think it was about 6.7 or 7 trillion damage, run about that region. But the deck was quite magnificent. I enjoyed playing the ultimate bosses. It was quite good playing the ultimate bosses, wherein I could actually test the deck to its full capacity. The deck worked rather well against the ultimate bosses. My deck was I wouldn't say it was really underpowered, but it wasn't to the maximum level wherein the ultimate form had only 1 pink star. It wasn't maxed out. It didn't it wasn't awakened 5 times, was awakened once. So a deck at its maximum capacity would have the ultimate form having 6 pink stars, awakened 5 times, and all the other cards awaken 5 times, and all the cards maxed out, having 5 relics as well with 1 ultimate relic. That would be a deck at its maximum potential. And with a deck at its maximum potential, a deck like this one, you would be able to fight an ultimate boss up to round about level 30, because the ultimate bosses deal a lot of damage when they get up to level 15. They can basically kill your deck in 1 hit. So that was the problem I was having fighting the ultimate bosses. It was basically staying alive long enough to deal enough damage. Nevertheless, I got up to 15. I couldn't pass 15. It was very difficult because I couldn't basically manage the damage being dealt by the ultimate bosses. But I did see the full potential of my deck and what it was capable of. So I really enjoyed playing the deck. The deck was quite interesting. It was quite good. The event was okay. There was a bit more activity in the event. There were more bosses. There were more radiant bosses, cobalt bosses on the board. The last event, a lot of people were locking them, but this time around, I think a lot less people locked their bosses because probably a lot of people had the deck. Anyway, the event was good, and the best part about it is we used souls to craft the ultimate form, which was absolutely magnificent. So I couldn't wait to use this deck against the legend bosses. So I actually fought 2 of the legend bosses this morning, and I managed to kill them with 3 keys. So I'm using this almost the same combo that I used during the event, with the exception that I'm using the support card rather than the event card. And the support card is just for gem spawning and heal, because on in during the event I didn't use the support card for heal, because you do get a bit of heal from hell and soul. But the heal that you get from hell and soul is not a lot of heal, and you need a lot of heal during legend trials, so I had to replace the event card with the support card. So the support card does a great job of keeping the deck alive and spawning gems to basically chip away at the armor. And then when it comes to dealing damage, the master collection card and the ultimate form dealt the most damage, because they deal the initial damage and then they do the afterburn damage, which is absolutely powerful. Would I say this deck is overpowered? No, I wouldn't. I would say it's just right. It's the direction where the game is going now. So I think all we have to do is just move along with the changes that's happening in the game. But network won't always get a lot of these changes right. So it takes us as the community to give them feedback, to tell them that the things that they're doing are not good. It's not making the game enjoyable. Just give our feedback. Just like how I am asking people to leave a comment below, so I know what you enjoy seeing on this channel. Feedback is absolutely important in every regard. So as you can see, I've chipped away at the armor and I'm just going through the fight, and the fight doesn't take a long time. So this fight, I actually completed the fight with 11 seconds to go, which in legend trials that is unheard of. Normally it takes me like 6 or 9 keys to kill any one of the bosses in legend trials, but with this deck it didn't take me that long, and it did take me a while to actually get rid of the armor, because I wasn't spawning enough dark gems to swap to chip away at the armor. So I lost a lot of time. I think I started chipping away at the boss's health around about 43 seconds, so I did lose 17 seconds, but that didn't really matter, because in the end I still had 11 seconds left. And that's totally down to the master collection card and the ultimate form. We didn't even get ultimate gems because you're not empowered against the legend bosses. So I just wanted to bring you my view on the event. Look forward to seeing you on the next video. So that's all I've got for you today. So please like, please subscribe, and as always, this is iOctane saying peace and have a great day. Thanks. Bye.